Thinking about leaving your soul sucking 9 to 5 job, one of the biggest struggles I see people, especially as women, face is the idea of having that safety net, that enticing perks and benefits, and listening to that head trash of what will people think if I leave. I totally get it, and I've been where you are. That's why I created a free guide to help you if you're thinking about putting in that notice. It's called Unlocking Your Exit Plan. Discover 5 things you need to do before leaving your 9 to 5. This guide is filled with worksheets and steps so you will have hand holding along the way. You can download your copy in the link in the show notes, and again, it's totally free. Now back to today's episode. You're listening to the Hello C.S. Dorsey podcast, episode number 4. I did a Facebook Live a while back on my page. On this episode, we're going to dive in and continue the topic of mindset and what's keeping you from getting started. I want you to take notes and ask yourself, what's keeping me from achieving the results I want to have? Let's dive in on part 2 of Why Are You Staring at Blank Pages? Tired of staring at blank pages and don't know what to do? Or you completed your manuscript and now what? My name is C.S. Dorsey of HelloCSDorsey.com, and I coach writers and authors with the writing and self-publishing process. I wrote my book in 3 months. Yes, 3 months. It took dedication, discipline, and time management. After 3 months of writing and 3 months of editing, I submitted my book to tons of literary agents who said no or just didn't say anything at all. So I went to my best friend Google. My goal is to help, teach, and motivate writers to take that leap to become a self-published author. It will be a dream come true. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and get started. For those of you who don't know me, my name is C.S. Dorsey, HelloCSDorsey.com, and I am a writing and publishing coach. I help authors with starting writing, the writing process, and also how to self-publish their books as well. My primary focus is to help writers diminish writer's block and discover their writing voice. So that is my main focus, my main overall mission. So today we're going to dive into the mindset of writing and what's keeping you from writing. This is a really good topic. I've been trying to study this topic. Well, not study, but I've been trying to get a lot of people to let me know exactly what's keeping them, what is it about the writing process that they feel like they're getting stuck on or having writer's block, and oftentimes is not being able to get started. So having these ideas that you want to write, oh yeah, that'd be good, write it down, and then it's like you're staring at blank pages and you just don't know what to do with it, don't know how to get started. So pretty much that's what I do. I help writers diminish that writer's block and just get started writing. Just write something. That's going to be my overall objective, my overall topic. But, I have a couple of steps later on for this video to help you get started as well. So I chose this topic because I know many of you want to learn how to get started writing, but let's be honest, mindset is everything. You got to have the right mindset to even get started. When I started out writing, I knew nothing about the writing process. I knew nothing about publishing. I knew nothing about writing a book or anything like that. I did not use writing prompts when I started writing my book. Idea just came to me and I wrote it down. I wrote down the first paragraph and left it for 2 days. And then after 2 days, that's when a voice really came to me. Like it, all of a sudden, the voice just started talking to me. And I was like, what is that? Like, seriously. But you can't say that a voice is talking to you nowadays. You're like, easily, okay, let's just call the police and let's get her picked up. So you you can't say that now at all. So kind of kept it to myself. And all of a sudden, I just started writing. I just started writing out the words, what the character was telling me. So it was kind of like I let myself out of the way and I let the character start talking. And I said, okay, well, let me step back. This is your story. So I'm not going to tell your story for you. You're going to tell your story to me, and then I'm just going to be the vessel to type it up for you. So that's basically what I did. I let that voice just keep talking, keep talking. I let the main character tell me her story, and it was awesome. It was great. I finished that book in like 3 months, and it's like completely unheard of these days. It takes people a year to actually write a book, but it actually took me 3 months. I had a really good writing regime down. I'll talk about that one day. But sometimes we definitely need to get ourselves out of the way of things. We need to get ourselves in a mindset that creates a lot of negativity. It creates all kind of doubt. It creates everything. And sometimes our mind can be our worst enemy of the things that we think about. But the three main points that I do want to talk about is how you can get rid of not how you can get rid of. I'm sorry. Long day at work. Okay. I'm doing this late at night and it's dark outside. Okay. Please forgive me. Get rid of the self doubt, the I can't, the what ifs, what are the they mays. So the I can't is well, I can't do this and I can't do that. The what ifs. Oh, what if this happened? What if this happened? Or the they may, oh, they may say this, they may say that. So what? So what? No, if you'll find out that no one's really, no one cares. No one is even thinking about you. And the ones that care and the ones that's thinking about you are the ones that are not doing it themselves. Like they they don't even have that mindset to do it. And when they look at you and they see you doing it, they're going to bash you because they want to do what you want to do. I mean, they want to do what you are doing. So you got to get out of that mindset and just think, hey, I'm doing this for me or I'm doing this for XYZ. And who cares what other people say? Who cares what other people think? I've seen bad reviews become number one. Books of that had bad reviews become number one sellers. So you got to get out of that mindset. Okay. Know that everything you write will not become a novel. It's okay if it's a blog post, a short story. It's okay if it's a novella. It's okay if you don't publish it. It's okay if it's a journal entry. It's okay. You can do whatever it is you want to do. You can write however it comes out. So if you have an idea, the idea is only 3 pages, let's say. Okay, you could turn it into a blog post, 3 pages. Or the idea is like only 50 pages. Okay, you could turn it into a short story. It's okay. You could turn it into a, little journal. Well, it's too big for a journal entry, but you can actually take that and you can turn it into an ebook. You can turn it into like a little self help book. You can actually, if you have a blog, you can take those 50 pages, create an ebook, and you can sell it on your blog. You can sell it on Facebook. It's okay if it's not 250 pages. I was so stuck on having over 250 pages for my book and also having it be 55,000 words because I knew with the novel it had to be so many words. It's okay. It's okay. Nowadays, I see ebooks published at 49 pages. So it's okay if it's short. We call that a novel. We call that a short story. We call that a blog post. We call that a journal entry. We call it whatever. But it's okay. So, yeah, you have to get yourself out of that. It's all about mindset. Okay. It's okay if it's a blog post. It's okay if it's a short story. It's okay if it's a novel. You could start writing things down. Like I don't use writing prompts. Sometimes that really doesn't help, but I know that helps for other people. For me, more paragraphs come to me. more so than anything. And then what I do is I take those paragraphs and I say, well, what is this? Well, what can this be? What can this become? And then that's when I started jotting down notes. And then I literally did not know what my book was going to become until like the fifth chapter. I wrote the whole thing up until the fifth chapter, and I said, "Oh, now I know what it's going to be. The plot is going to be this. The plot's going to be that. Now we're going to say. Now we can say that." It took literally almost until I was like the middle of writing my book that I figured out what the plot was going to be, how I wanted it to go. It takes time. You don't know where the book is going to go at the first and second chapter. Usually by the third, you probably have an idea, but it took me till the fifth chapter. So I kid you not, it really did. Okay. Okay. So what I want you to do right now is I want you to get out a piece of paper and I want you to write down this sentence. Why are you staring at blank pages? I want you to write that down. Get a blank piece of paper, right at the top. Why am I staring at blank pages? And then I want you to start listing why you're staring at blank pages. Start writing something right now. That is your call to action right now. You get out a piece of paper, write that sentence. I want you to fill up that page, and just start writing. I definitely want you to put a comment. Put a comment. If this is the replay, if you're watching the replay, put hashtag replay. Put a comment below and give me maybe 2 or 3 sentences as to why you're staring at blank pages. I would love to read your comments. I really would. I want to see why you're staring at blank pages. This is going to be so fun. If you need help, if you want me to share maybe like a PDF or something like that for you to print out, please comment and let me know. But right now, the homework assignment, and I know you're like, what? I'm not even in class. What is going on? The homework assignment is why are you staring at blank pages? Write a list. You can write a list. You can write a couple paragraphs, and you can just say, why am I staring at this blank page right now? And then just start writing. You'll be surprised. You will be surprised what you could get out of it. It's so it'll be so good for you. Seriously. So I don't see any comments right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to head and wrap up right now. Please, please, please. When you go on my website, definitely subscribe that you want to get updates. I give tips, I give freebies, I give all kind of goodies, video tutorials. I have a couple of video tutorials on my website that you can take a look at. And I give awesome tips. I have authors, I have guests on my new podcast. Definitely sign up to get updates at hellocstory.com. Why are you staring at blank pages? Remember that. Bye.
As you can tell, I had a blast doing my Facebook Live. To get the latest episodes, go to hellocstory.com and subscribe. And remember, just keep writing.